guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about my favorite pottery tools. I have a couple tools that are not in your specific starter set that I use a lot and I really recommend. So let's just get right into it. First, I'm going to start with my thickness gauges. These are ones, if you watch any of my videos, that you probably know dearly. I use these constantly. These are just 1/2 centimeter sticks that I got from the hardware store here. I mean, it was one long stick that I cut and sanded a little bit so that they were usable, and they are splintering a little bit. If you're doing slab building, you should have a variety of these, but you might want to have 1 centimeter or 0.2 centimeter or whatever sort of slabs that you're working with, because then you get even thickness of slabs, and it's just like a super simple thing that you can get for yourself that costs like 90 cents. I think my favorite of all of these tools that I use most often, and I would probably cry if I lost, is my blue rib. So I have a few of these ribs. They're all from Mud Tools, and I use these a lot. So this is my rib that I primarily throw with. So the different colors basically mean the different densities of the plastic, polymer, I don't know. This is the stiffest one, or at least the second stiffest, and this is third, and this is like really not stiff. This was actually a gift to me. I was in North Carolina and I happened to meet the wife of this duo. Totally random. It was a workshop at Aramont, which is a craft school, on silk screening. So nothing to do with pottery, but she was wearing a Mud Tools t-shirt, and I was like, oh my God, I love Mud Tools. And she was like, oh, I'm the founder of Mud Tools. And then she gave me this. Definitely support Cheryl Mud Tools. They make great quality products. Okay, moving on. Another tool that I love is this little turntable here. This, I don't know how to tell you how you can get it if you're not based in Europe. They come from Italy. In Germany, we can buy them at Bosna. And I just bought this one because it was the cheapest, because it was the smallest one. And I swear I've had this for 5 years or so, and it still is running like so smooth. And I don't know, I like the small size a bit because, yeah, I mean, mostly I'm making mugs that are a small size, and if I need it to be bigger, I just put a board on top. So I've never really felt the need to get like a really big turntable, and I just think it's cute because it's green. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite tools. But any sort of turntable is useful. This is just like a nice one, I think. Another tool I really love is this, like, I'm gonna call it a rubber pencil. It's like this kind of gummy, rubbery thing. So on one side, it's like rounded like a pencil, and on the other side, it's got like a, I don't know, sharper edge to it. I don't know, but it's really, really nice for hand building. So I never really used this because I'm mostly a wheel thrower until I started doing a bit more hand building. And then I was like, oh, this is a perfect tool for that. So smoothing out any cracks that you might have, any connections, is really, really nice for slab building, for coil building. Another tool that I use pretty often that you might not expect are drill bits. So just like normal, I think these are like all-purpose drill bits, like not specifically for wood or anything. And these are really great for making holes. So you want to use like rather new ones that are pretty sharp. But what I really like about drill bits is you can also add texture with them. So you don't need to drill all the way through. You can just add like dots. I used to make these little face pots, these pier pots I called them. And this is how I made the eyes for them, is like a little drill bit. So you can also use them to add eyes or texture. So I wanted to include this one in the video. This is one of those tools that actually is in your starter pack, probably. This is the classic trimming tool or carving tool with the round side on one side, and then the other side is the square. I wanted to talk about this tool in this video because this is literally the only trimming tool I use, guys. I mean, I run a community studio, and so we have all sorts of different kinds of trimming tools available, and I always just use the one. I think this is the perfect tool because you can kind of do everything with it, and there's no need to buy a whole set of trimming tools. You can really just do everything with this. Now, if you're carving, maybe you need a few other different types of carving tool, but if you're literally just trimming like feet on the bottom of a cup, this is all I need. I like to have few but good tools that are versatile. Same with this tool. I would call it a shaping tool or a wooden knife. This tool is awesome because I use it in basically everything I'm doing. I'll use it once. So you could use this as a replacement for the rubber tool if you have it. So like it kind of can get into the same cracks when you're smoothing out your hand building as the rubber tool can. However, I also use this every single time I throw too, because I'll use it to cut off the, I call it the skirt of the pot, to cut off any of the extra clay that's sticking to the wheel that you don't want to have there, and that's kind of like hard to pull up because it's so low. So I use this to cut off that bit of clay. And then my last tool that I wanted to show you guys is the scoring tool. So I love this. I don't know what the actual name is for this, but I think in German it's called Texturstift from the company that I buy it, but I use it for scoring. It's really great because you can just like score really fast. And I mean, let's be honest, scoring is not the most fun part of pottery. I used to use those metal serrated ribs. It's not as ergonomic to hold in your hand, and I never like these metal ribs because I just always feel like I'm gonna cut myself with them. This is just like a bunch of wires crammed onto the end of like a paintbrush, and you just scratch, 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 and it's really nice and easy. So yeah, that's all of my favorite tools. If you're a potter and you also have some favorite tools that I missed and that I should check out, definitely leave a comment down below because I'm super interested in discovering always more tools. If you want to learn more about me and my studio, you can find me over on Instagram at Pottery to the People. And let me know also down below in the comments what else you want to see from me. Any new videos, any new techniques that I haven't shown you yet. I'm super keen on making content that you guys are going to actually get something out of. So really do give me your suggestions either down below or you can write me on Instagram. All right, see you guys next time. Bye, friends.